Good morning, everybody. This is Tom. Today, I would like to take this opportunity to share a story to demonstrate how utility should be handled in the rental situation as a tactical approach we normally use. Now, let's start. So, it's actually been triggered by a story or by a question being asked by one of our members. Basically, the question goes, I signed a lease with a tenant with the clause that our utility been included. Sure enough, within no time, he went to check, do the quick inspection, and noticed that even in the middle of the winter, tenant doesn't bother to close the window. So the situation really goes, the utility thermostat is keep turning on, blowing heat, consuming gas or utility bill like crazy. At the same time, tenants just want to get their fresh air or have their own habit, doesn't close the window. So this happens and make this member obviously not that happy. So he trying to argue to tell the tenants to close the window because it's number one not that safe if you cause the burst of the water heating system. That's going to be a big issue. It could cause some frozen in the winter. And also, it's a big utility bill, obviously. However, the problem is you signed a lease and it says utility is included. So regardless, you have been basically can't do too much. So it's actually go back to one very similar story to us as well. In some time ago, I say a couple of years ago, we also have this situation we run into where we sort of take a shortcut, just make it simple, say, okay, let's just have utility all covered. And second, couple of months later, we actually got a call from neighbors say, hey, you guys, the water garden hose running water day and night like crazy. And sure enough, we went to check and that water hole for some reason is being left open and water just blowing off that little maybe 1-inch valve or 3/4 like crazy for probably a few days or maybe even weeks. We have no idea until our neighbor come and call us. So we talk to the tenant and say, hey, why don't you guys turn it off? He said, well, we just didn't see it. Fair enough. Again, utility is being covered. So I guess lesson learned is actually one thing I should also share is guess what is the price for that utility bill we have to pay? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's about 800 something. So it's a fairly huge utility bill. Lesson learned, what I would like to share with people is when you sign the lease agreement, you want to help tenants to make the utility payment simple, make the process streamlined, which is all good intention. However, the way you do it is going to be slightly different to help both sides reach the common goals. And what we normally do now is we will say, okay, this is the rent, and this is what we call prorated utility rate. So basically, you look at the past 1 year utility bill. You say, okay, I basically say this is about 300 or 350. Give yourself a small margin, and in that way, you basically say, okay, we will prorate the utility rate as this. So you pay on top of the rent for, say, utility is $300. rent is 1,200, and total is 1,500. So you pay 1,500. We keep eye on the utility bill. As long as the utility bill is not over, we don't bother you. But at the end of the lease term or in the middle of this term, if this rent, the utility is more than $300 per month, and it's accumulated to a certain amount, we basically call you, you pay the rest. In this way, you streamline. Tenants don't have to go through the hassle to replace the utility accounts each time they move in. But at the same time, they also know if they are not pay attention to save the energy, to reserve the energy, the price tag is on them, not on you, because this is in the lease agreement. Everybody agree. So that is probably approach we would like to share with everybody. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm looking forward to see you next time.